Yeah. A steroids concern might shut down Arizona's last Greyhound racetrack.
So much theft on campus, UAPD offers tips to protect your bikes and belongings.
And Wildcats show their bear down pride with Tailgate Tales. All this and more coming up on Wildcast.
This is Wildcast.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Wildcast. I'm Sarah Canty.
And I'm Max Efron. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hundreds of students gathered on the UA Mall last Thursday to see the retired space shuttle Endeavour fly over campus. The shuttle's last-minute journey was made possible by a special request from the Endeavour's final commander, Mark Kelly. The shuttle landed in its new home on Friday at the California Science Center in Los Angeles.
It's nothing new that people protest dog racing here in Tucson, but this time protesters hit the streets to oppose the racetrack's use of steroids. I went down to hear what they had to say and look into both sides of this issue.
And they're off.
It is a track that has been around for more than 50 years, the only one left in Arizona, and protesters want it closed. Something that worries CEO of the Tucson Greyhound Park, Tom Taylor.
And if they put us down, they can say they shut down the whole state.
Being the only race in town is a main reason Taylor says they are the center of controversy. Some enjoy the beauty and entertainment of racing greyhounds. Others, like Jamie Massey, see greyhound mistreatment.
The people who enjoy gambling on which dog wins are largely unaware of the abuses.
City Council is expected to be discussing possibly banning the use of steroids in greyhounds in the coming weeks. And although shutting down the Greyhound Park would be a lofty goal for these protesters, this ban could be a small victory. The park is located in South Tucson, where it is illegal to give the dogs steroids, but the greyhounds still get them.
Now they're bringing them into Tucson to skirt the law.
The drugs are used to keep the females from reproducing, and the pros and cons are hotly debated.
It's birth control. And it's the most safest birth control that's available.
The reason, Taylor says, they maneuver around the ban.
I won't break the law in South Tucson, but I'm going to continue to give these dogs testosterone because it's the safest and the best way to do it.
Even though the protesters were small in number, they say they will continue to advocate for better treatment of greyhounds.
Most people care about dogs. You know, we're a dog-loving nation, but somehow, for some reason, these dogs get treated altogether differently.
Council actually voted to ban the use of steroids at their meeting last week, so we're going to have to wait and see how this affects the only track left in Arizona.
UA's shuttle drop-off and pickup station has been relocated, pleasing some passengers, but upsetting others. Wildcast reporter Ramon Valdez has the story. Ramon?
With the school year well underway, U of A students who use shuttles to commute back and forth from their apartments have had to deal with the small change concerning the drop-off and pickup location.
Were approached last school year by the neighborhood associations that surround the perimeter of the campus, as well as the university, and the neighborhood associations had concerns about traffic of the vans going through their neighborhoods. There was a lot of safety issues, parking on the U of A campus in the center, by Old Main. That's where a lot of the vehicles were. The one nice thing about the area is that it's shaded. So in the heat of the 100-degree days like today, it's a great place to stand as opposed to waiting just out in the open.
I'm here in front of Old Main in the communications building where students were once picked up and dropped off last year. This being such a convenient location in the heart of campus, students have had to make an adjustment to the 6th Street parking garage.
I think it'd be more convenient down at Old Main just because it's like a central place. So it has access to like anywhere you're coming from your classroom. Coming over here, I would have to like rush or just a long walk. I'm used to being over there and now I'm being like moved, and it wasn't a transition or anything. It was just like from there to here.
Reporting at the University of Arizona for Wildcast, I'm Ramon Valdez.
Thank you, Ramon. We'll bring you our CatCast weather update after the break.
I'm Derek Williams, your former U of A Wildcat, and you're watching UA TV. Don't change the channel.
We're back to bring you our weekly CatCast. UATV's weather expert Thomas Knoll is in the UATV Pinpoint Weather Center to bring you a live report. Thomas?
All right, thanks, Sarah, and thanks for joining us here in the Pinpoint Weather Center. I'm Thomas Knoll. If you haven't enjoyed those hot temperatures, there may be some relief in the way as the high pressure system dominating Arizona is going to move off into the east. And as that does so, a low pressure system forming in the Baja California area is going to bring some moisture up from Miriam, which is a Category 2 hurricane, and we could see some isolated thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday, bringing our rain chances up to about the 40 and 50% range. So on Thursday and Friday, I would advise you to have an umbrella or to limit your time outside, as it may be there may be a lot of thunderstorm activity in the area. So on campus, I would say that you'd be good just walking to class, but be prepared to have an umbrella just in case it does rain, because if it does get close enough to southern Arizona, we could see moderate to severe thunderstorm activity on Friday, which would be the best chance for storms. And let's take a look at current temperatures in southern Arizona. Tucson's at 99, Marana's at 102, Benson at 92, Pierce is at 89, and Sierra Vista is at 88 degrees. And let's take a look at what you can expect tomorrow. Tucson's going to be 101, Wilcox 93, and Green Valley will be sizzling at a comfortable 100 degrees. And let's take a look at your morning commute tomorrow. 7 a.m., 75 degrees on your way to class here at the U of A, 95 by lunchtime, and 101 with partly cloudy skies to finish your day. And as you're driving home, you might experience some increased humidity, so if you have air conditioning in your car, that would be the best time to use it. Also, let's take a look at your 7-day CatCast. We're calling for temps to be in the mid to upper 90s until Friday and Saturday, again, where we might see a chance of isolated thunderstorms. And don't forget, if you have a location you want to send me to do the weather, you can do so on our Facebook page. Just search for UATV Channel 3, and you can vote online to send me to a weather location, and we'll do the weather live and put it on the air every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Thanks, Thomas. Nearly 10,000 students ride bikes on campus every day, and with a number like that, there are bound to be problems. Theft is the leading cause of crime on campus, and reporter Megan Canterbury took a look at how you can keep your bike safe. Megan?
With the first semester of school well underway, the University of Arizona campus has become a bicycle haven with the ability to accommodate almost 10,000 bikes each day. Like every year at the university, the rise of student cyclists also means a rise in bicycle theft.
Well, one time they cut the lock, another time they cut the lock again, and then the third time they hopped my friend's fence and stole both our bikes off the tree.
According to a University of Arizona bicycle study, a reported 225 bikes were stolen in 2011, with the most thefts occurring at the main library.
The safest place for someone to lock their bike up is on a bike rack that's stable. You also want to lock your bike where it's visible.
Students should also be aware of bicycle registration, a free service offered by the university. If you choose to register your bike, Parking and Transportation keeps your bicycle serial number on file in case of a theft.
First and foremost, we do bike registrations to help in the case of theft. or to prove that the bike is theirs in case they break their key or lose their combination.
The bike station is open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to help students tune up and register their bikes. UAPD will also be answering questions and providing bicycle tips to students Tuesday, September 25th from 9 to 11 a.m. at the corner of Olive and 2nd. Reporting from the U of A Mall for Wildcast, I'm Megan Canterbury.
Thanks, Megan. You don't only have to worry about keeping track of your bike around campus. We're now in the swing of things after a few weeks of classes, and being too lax about keeping an eye on your belongings sets you up to be a victim of theft. Reporter Danielle Carpenter took a look at what thieves are targeting. Danielle?
College students need to be extra cautious with their belongings because it is extremely common to have items stolen while on or near campus. Locks, hiding places, and alarms are a necessity when theft is the top crime on campus.
Wherever it is that we take care of our property, maintain control of that property, and if we're leaving our residence hall or our fraternity sorority house, that we lock our doors.
The top 10 items stolen on college campuses are cell phones, iPods, laptops, cash, books, jewelry, debit cards, TVs, bikes, and even identity. Michael Bullock, who graduated last year, had a not-so-common item stolen on campus.
I came out after work and my car just wasn't there. I thought I parked it somewhere else. And it actually turned out to be stolen. It was gone for about 4 weeks. And luckily they found it though, but it was kind of messed up.
Someone who is intent on committing a crime, they simply have to come on campus, blend in with the rest of the population, and then look for those opportunities to commit the crime that they're looking to do.
The amount of theft in dorms has increased 49% from 2010 to 2011, but thankfully the bike theft has gone down 50%. The most common places for theft on campus include the rec, the library, the student union, and the mall. Reporting from campus, I'm Danielle Carpenter for Wildcast.
It really is a dog-eat-dog world out there. I mean, I've noticed that Sarah, my co-anchor here, she's actually just gotten a new iPod 5. Isn't that right?
An iPod? This is actually an iPhone.
iPhone. I'm really technologically challenged, so you gotta let me.
Coming from the one who just got the Twitter last week.
Yeah, so just don't even listen to me. But in terms of her,
I mean, I was all excited for it, and it doesn't even work. Like, how is that possible?
It's really unfortunate. I don't know what to tell you. You gotta go to tech support or something.
Yeah, so if someone were to steal this, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But for all you out there, do you feel unsafe on campus with your belongings? Tweet us at UATV3 or leave a comment on our Facebook page.
Whether you're falling victim to a late night of studying or out to the early hours of the morning, late night food excursions are sometimes necessary and can be quite memorable. Wildcast reporter Caitlin Galante indulged in what the food scene is like after regular hours. Caitlin?
Hi Wildcats. The University of Arizona is known for its 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. snacks. I went around the school to hear the best stories from U of A's late night dining experiences. McDonald's, Subway, Jimmy John's, Jack in the Box, and the well-known Highland Market are just a few of the most popular after-hour destinations. I went around the campus to find the best late night eating stories from students.
Okay, the funniest story from my late night eating experience was my boyfriend and I, we would get hungry late at night. We would come to Subway all the time, and we came so much that the people who work there started to know us by name and give us free food all the time.
I have to say my funniest late night eating story was when me and my friend came to Highland at 1 in the morning and we bought pizza, chips, mac and cheese, Highland burritos, and Gatorade, and we just came out on the patio and ate all of it.
One of my funniest late night dining stories would have to be in the dorms with all my roommates, where we literally ordered over $100 worth of food for absolutely no reason when we're just studying and hanging out.
During finals week, it is bound to happen that students stay up late into the night. For the students that live on campus, the Union has a vast variety of restaurants to choose from. A few, like the Cellar Bistro, are open all the way until 2 a.m.
As you can see, whether it's during finals week or the night out with your friends, most students would agree that the perfect way to end a night is with a fourth meal. From Highland burritos to Subway footlongs, the possibilities are endless here at the U of A campus.
I'm Caitlin Galante reporting on the Mall for Wildcast.
Thanks, Caitlin.
You know, One thing I really miss about living on campus is the Highland burritos, and that just brought it back for me.
You know, I really just don't miss them at all. I'd rather just go to taco shop, but that's me personally. Anyways, you can find out more online. We will give you the latest news updates, answer your questions, and post challenges on our Facebook page. The Wildcat Yacht Club has become a tailgating tradition. We'll have more when we bring you Tailgate Tales after the break.
With an undefeated 5-0 outcome for the Fall Classic Tournament.
The Occupy movement is taking hold because of its strength in numbers.
Tonight is the absolute last night to ride the trolley, as it is closing for 2 years.
I'm sitting on what used to be known as Bear Down Field, which will soon be U of A's new practice field.
I'm Evan Murray, reporting from McHale Center with Wildcast.
Come game time, pressure falls on the shoulders of this season's drum major.
For an entire week, there's golfing, food, drinks, and entertainment that doesn't stop when the sun goes down.
If you are not yet registered to vote, here's what an Arizona voter registration form looks like.
Bundle up, Wildcats, winter is almost here. Reporting from the UA Mall for Wildcast, I'm Shay Sorensen.
Welcome back. Many Wildcat fans dedicate their Saturdays to eating and socializing on the UA Mall prior to game time. Wildcast reporter Natasha Malenko talks to some of those dedicated fans.
Tailgating is a sign that the football season has begun. As the Wildcats are off to a great start, many dedicated fans arrive hours before the game to show their support and spirit for the University of Arizona's football team.
We started the Wildcat Yacht Club because we loved U of A so much that every single year we kept coming to games, and we wanted to become a little bit more part of it and spend all day long enjoying all the camaraderie that U of A has and the love that all the fans have as well.
In the most unique way possible, out of a 15-foot boat in the middle of the desert.
Tailgating on the U of A Mall is reserved for Arizona football season tailgate pass holders only. There's two kinds of tailgating passes you can have. First come, first serve, and reserved tents, which include corporate sponsorship tailgating.
I've been tailgating 20 years. We come to every game because, A, we love the Wildcats. B, we just love the party, the tailgate experience. You know, anybody that walks by can participate. We also invite in what we call the honored opposition, the visiting team guy. We invite them in to show what Arizona hospitality is like. We have a good time. We have friendships from all over the country that way. So it's just a blast.
I've been tailgating with a group of friends since 1998. We love doing it. We love coming to the games. And the most important thing is it's all about the football. We love the football here, and we love the culture of it all.
All tailgating areas are open 6 hours prior to kickoff and must be broken down and cleaned up within 1 hour of the game concluding.
We get here about an hour or so before the game because we want to get a good spot. Because when we tell people to join our tailgate, we always tell them we're across from the astronomy department, and we're easy to find. It takes us about 15 minutes to set up. It's not that hard because we got it down to a science.
2012, we brought a new feature. We brought more TVs outside. We brought more canopies. I brought more friends to help us set up. We get here, usually about 6 hours before game time. Takes about a good 7 or 8 people to help set up. But otherwise, after that, we rock and roll.
Reporting from the U of A Mall, I'm Natasha Malenko for Wildcast.
Thank you, Natasha. And now to the game. Our sports anchor, Lauren Weinberg, is here to give us the weekly sports report. Lauren?
Thanks, guys. And good evening, everyone. This weekend in sports for the Wildcats wasn't really what they had in mind. I guess we'll begin with the football team, who probably wishes they missed their flight up to Autzen Stadium. The Cats were shut out by Oregon, 49-0 on Saturday in Eugene. Turnovers really haunted the Wildcats as they threw 4 interceptions. To top it all off, the Cats were outrushed 228 yards to 89. proving why Oregon is now ranked second in the nation. The Cats look to bounce back at home this weekend versus number 18, Oregon State. In other sports, the volleyball team fell to 5th-ranked Washington on Saturday, 3-1, and will host Stanford at home Friday night. To end on a positive note, the women's golf team came out on top when they won the Mason Rudolph Championship in Nashville on Sunday. Next, they head to the Windy City Classic at Northwestern University in Chicago. Thanks for watching, Wildcats. Now back to you guys.
Word on the street is that they have new helmets, copper.
Yeah, they're copper, and as a girl, I don't really know how that's going to go with the color scheme, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it'll give them a boost into the next game.
But from all of us here at UATV, thanks for joining us. You can watch us anytime online at uatv.arizona.edu.
We'll see you back here next week for another edition of Wildcast.